Hey, good Sunday evening to everyone. I hope y'all doing well tonight. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. I had planned to come on 7:30, but we got everything figured out and worked out, so we're all good to go. All right, today is Sunday, February the 2nd, guys. It is getting by quick already. Uh, Good evening to you, Todd Colbert. I got a little foot. Can I be here? Yes, you can. Good evening, Stephen Hicks. Guys, we're gonna have a football show coming up about our new OC. So y'all stay tuned for that sometime this week. I'm sure you know who will be talking about it tomorrow. But anyway, this is not a football program. All right, guys, let's get started. We got an interesting guest. We've all been wanting this gentleman to come on, and we finally got in touch with him, got to talking to him. He's a great guy. Uh, but I got an all-star cast for me tonight. I shouldn't have to work hard at all tonight. I got a bunch of good guys. So let's bring on the first one here, my partner in crime, Mr. Whalen, and come on in here, sir. Hey, buddy.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm running around like a dog chasing his tail this evening there, but anyway, I made it. I'm here. Hope
Uh,
everybody's doing good in the chat. Y'all get ready here. We got a good show tonight.
that sure do, sure do. All right. Our next little, I'm gonna call him a co-host there. Whalen, you know how it goes because if something happens to me, you two guys take it over, right? Here we go, Mr. Old Bear. Come on in here, brother.
How you doing,
Hey,
buddy?
buddy.
Oh,
I'm pretty
well,
good. How are you doing?
oh, it's going pretty good.
Hey, Barry, what's
Good.
happening, man?
All right. All right. The star of the show. The star. I told Barry, I said, Barry, you just jump in here. You take over. Whatever you want to do. I don't care. Let's have fun tonight. He said, well, it's your show. I said, no, it's not my show. This is Henry's show. Like I said, we've been wanting this gentleman on for quite a while. We talked to him in the chat. A lot of folks do. He didn't want to come on because he thought his story was, nothing compared to some others. Guys, I tell you, I don't care if you hear a howl in the woods. I want to hear about it. But anyways, let's bring him on, Mr. Henry. Come on in here, Mr. Henry. Let's see if I got him. There we go. Hey, Mr. Henry,
How is everybody tonight?
how are you?
Good.
Good. All right. Hey, Miss Joette. I gotta say hi to Miss Joette. I gotta keep a check on her every now and then. She's a very special lady to me. All right. Mr. Henry, we've had a lot of interesting conversations before shows, and there were some things I was hearing that I did not know about you. That was very, very interesting. Do you want to tell what all you get into, or do you want to just fly into? Let's tell you what. Hang on, I got a good one for you, Mr. Henry. How long have you been into or been interested into Bigfoot?
4 years.
4 years. Now, when you started 4 years ago, uh, did you watch any shows or hang out with some people or something or another that piqued your interest, or what really created that curiosity for you?
Well, I wanted to protect my parents. Is what I wanted to do.
Okay.
They had some problems over there at the property. Uh, so I went my way to find more information about how to deal with them, how to be with them, every possible thought there. Um, they got roared at. The house got roared at.
Mhm.
Dad, that was during the summer months. Dad got a deer, left it in the woods overnight, and he went and recovered it the next morning early. And he had 3 knocks, wood knock things. My brother circled the deer, and he heard the same thing, same time. Got down to the deer, helped Dad get it to the truck, and went and took care of it. Following
Okay.
year, brother got a buck, and where he was taking care of it, we always take the animals to this one place and do the field dressing. And he got 7 humph noises, humph, humph, kind of that noise.
Mhm.
Mhm.
He asked me if no, Bear, don't do that. I said, you're looking at the two-legged version. And he knows what I mean. It's just, I think right now, Dad went quiet because I think people laughed at him or razzed him, and he went quiet. He won't even talk about it. So I'm expecting a call, whenever, hey, we got problems, I'll go over and see what I can do. I've already talked about lights around the building or security cameras around that place. You got all kinds of deer cameras everywhere. So that end of things is okay. It's just hopefully we can keep them off of the house, to where they're not them. And that's where it started. And I started listening to different programs first, like pop-up things, stories. Then I heard about this one guy out in Oklahoma. I went out there. Well, I went online and went out there, and I got with him, started learning about him, the indigenous way. Did that for like 6 months. I've been watching other like podcasts down in Alabama way, Georgia, South and North Carolina. Recently, it's been up in Ohio and West Virginia area. And I'm pulling as much information as I can. I'm absorbing it all. And that's how it started. It's just because they'd mentioned they got roared at, and that's snowballed into what can I do to help?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I get laughed at. I mean, my brother and sister have already done that. I'm not too worried about it.
Let's see here. Now, from what I understand, you credited, and I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning his name, but Mr. Greg House down there in Alabama, he was a big help to you. Is that correct?
Yes. I kind of spoke with him, and I says, I'm a trigger puller guy. If it's bothering me, I'll shoot it. He said, don't do that. He said, it's always more than one. Now he's got them out back, so he knows. He said, don't shoot at them. There's more than one. And so I did some more thinking about that whole idea, and I got off of the just downright kill them. Thought of that a little bit more because he's right. There's more than one, and I don't put my folks in a situation where they got to be watching around them the whole time or freaking out because they're walking up on them. So I rethought that whole thing. And I appreciate his help on that because it made a lot of sense.
Yeah,
So,
Greg's a smart guy.
I talked with Mark down there. I've done the whole series of, people I've talked to, and they pretty much agree. It's just, they're there. Don't shoot at them. I mean, if they charge at me, they're going to get hurt. I'm not playing as far as the charge game goes. So, yeah, I told my neighbors here, I says, if you see them, just let them go. Don't shoot at them unless they're charging at you. If they charge you, well, do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Over the folks, the same thing. They don't carry weapons with them. They're up in the 79, 80 range. They don't carry weapons. So, had to rethink that whole idea.
Okay. All right. Before I ask you something else, I want to say hello to Jim's camera at Don. I see you're paired up. Thanks for doing that, brother. It's good to see you tonight. But did you not also do some conversations with, I don't know exactly who, so I'm going to just say an Indian tribe or of that sort?
Yeah, I was with the indigenous. First outfit I was with was Choctaw. A man from the Choctaw Nation out in Oklahoma. And the other one that I've recently been talking with, she got family all over the States. She's a Blackfoot.
Mm-hmm.
and she's had a lot of insight on how to work with these Bigfoot, I guess. Uh, she just carries a machete up in there with her when she goes up into the woods and does her thing, you know. So she's had a lot of input on the softer side of things, I guess. You know, how to work with them, how to be around them.
Now she's the one I'm taking, because we had a good long conversation,
Yep.
and maybe this is the wrong time to say this, but I don't want to walk away from it because to me it's funny. I'm sorry, but what did she say Bigfoot done to you?
She thought, still thinks, she knows. She said the reason I couldn't pull my eyes off of its eyes is because it imprinted on me, or
Mhm.
whatever. Of course, I didn't take that too well when she said it.
It's like you got a brother for life now, don't it? Ain't it?
I hope not. I I don't want to have to bring down a bag of corn for it every week. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to do that.
Yep. I got you. I got you.
But
All
yeah,
right.
that me a bit. That honestly threw me a bit. Oh, I know what that means. No. Oh hell no. No.
That's kind of like,
His face is your cue.
yeah.
Art man.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right.
Hey,
Go ahead.
if you don't mind, Icebox, it's you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know, whenever I saw the first one, it kind of, I dealt with that one. I didn't deal with him. I went out and followed him, looked him up. You know, once or twice a year for years, and every time he knew exactly who I was. And so that's all you got. That's all she meant by it, my friend. You don't have to worry about it.
Mm. Uh, Now, who is these folks coming in, Mr. Henry? You got Jim, Camera at Dawn, and it looks like NH Mountain Girl, and I know what that means. By the way, I have been asked a lot. What state is Henry from? And I'll just let Henry tell you where he's from.
I'm from middle upper New Hampshire. And it's cold up here right now.
Mm.
Um, took the dog out this morning and he's high stepping it. It's pretty cold. So yeah, it's still pretty cold.
Anyway, we're glad y'all are here and glad y'all come. So, all right. How am I gonna put this? All right. So I want you.
Uh-oh.
Were you gonna say something there?
No,
Okay.
I just saying when you say something like that.
Well, I'm trying to get into his sightings here in just a minute,
Mhm.
but I'm trying to get everybody to get a good history and get a good feel for Henry. Uh, there's a lot to Henry that you just don't know about unless you have an extended conversation. And but we're gonna go up to went to Massachusetts where you see some tree structures. You want to tell us about that? Oh, Curtis.
I when I did my walk on the folks' property, I didn't see any tree structures at all. And I walked, let's say it's 50 acres. I walked 40 of it.
Hmm.
I find what I was looking for. And I found that there's an outfit out of, I was told about them actually. I didn't find them. Somebody told me about them. And that he has tree structures down there. And I got up with the guy and listened to him, and he showed a little bit of, what he had down there. And it's like, okay, well, I eventually come down. Wow. My mouth was open most of the time. It, all the way from baby tree structures to adult and old tree structures. I mean, big. And we're not just talking leaning X's up and bows. That was all there. Found a couple trees laid over like this, where they've got up underneath there, used them for hides or whatever. But the thing that really I liked about it was got trees. Okay, they must have been green at the time. They're not now. They're dead, but they intertwined, and they go for a long time, and then they get pinched off. Up, excuse me, up on a tree. Usually, it's just one limb that holds the whole thing, and we can't do that. We can't do that at all. We'd have to shove that thing into a steamer just to even get close to what I saw down there. And they're still going at it. They're still searching. They're still trying different things, learning about them, the whole 9 yards. And they're taking it in small steps, which is good. I think you don't want to run at these things. I think they need to learn you as well as you learn them, type of thing, if that's what you're going to do. I'm not that way. Like I said, I'm a trigger puller. Not now, but that's who I am. But yeah, I learned a lot about the tree structures down there. As far as what other than the very out west north area, I haven't heard of anybody having tree structures like this and documenting them. I mean, like I said, it's in stages, and of course, it's dead trees everywhere, like a big old circle, and there's all these tree structures everywhere. And I says, guys, did you radiation check this area? Nope. Well, they got the testers. They tested it. They got spikes here and there. So they, just when that goes off, back up. What's causing it? Don't know. The Bigfoot causing it? Don't know. But it seems to be showing up lately. Different areas, different states. It's not constant, but you'll get spikes. So yeah, it's just learned a lot about the structures and try to figure out how they're doing it, and it's just wow. It's amazing what they're able to do.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know? I'm sure he's under some kind of different name. I'm sure, but G Bro, do you know who he is? No.
Not coming. Sorry.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna toss this over to Bear for just a second. Bear, have you ever heard like a single pipe organ notes? I was flying Canada fishing trip and heard like a pipe organ playing a single perfect note on a lake with no cabins or woods. All right. When one would stop, another one would start from a different shore. 6 of us heard the notes. The lake went flat when the notes started. You know anything about something like that, Bear? Ever heard of that?
No, I've never. The only thing that comes to mind is, throughout the world, they've heard what sounds like organ notes and everything goes still. I don't think I've ever heard of that happening around Bigfoot. So,
It's curious.
It's not them roaring at each other type of thing.
I don't know.
no,
I don't know. Here's the
I,
thing.
I wouldn't say so.
Barry, you know I'm in trouble. He's a new guy from Indiana. That's all we know.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
But it's not me this time.
Nice to see you, G bro. I just wanted to see what he did because I've never heard of that myself. But I know, let's see, Ohio Bigfoot researchers come in and want to say hi to them too. Chanda.
Yep.
Is that her? You know her or him?
Good person.
Okay, good. We wanted to say hello. And Miranda, hello. How y'all doing? By the way, guys, before we continue on, I needed to do this a while ago, and I apologize, but maybe this is a good time. Henry has got his own channel, and he's got some stuff on there, and this is his channel. Go over and check out and see what he's got. We're hoping that we have paired up with him tonight. Restream's been giving me a problem about it, but I might have figured out how to do it by accident. I think there are some other channels that are paired on with us tonight, which I'm glad to see and proud of. Because guys, we don't care. We love to share. This is not about me. It's not about our Waylon or even Henry. It's about our subject. Henry is our star guest for tonight. But that's what we don't mind sharing anything at all, guys. It's just you just want to do it, you just go right ahead. All right, there you go. Henry's channel. Henry with a capital H. 35846 is his channel, guys. Y'all go over and check him out and see what old Henry's been up to. Okay, guys. All right. Let me catch back up. Where's he at? Sorry, guys. I don't mean to interrupt. The two-time. I always have to say hello to my two-time. He's my buddy. Love him to death. It's a football thing, guys, but we love two-time, man. He's just something else. He's a great guy. Victor lives in Oregon. All right. Here we go. Who's Henry? Henry, you getting a lot of love tonight, brother. I didn't know you so popular.
I didn't think so either, but that's sometimes.
El Barbara. A lot of sharing going on tonight. A lot of people are sharing the channel tonight, so y'all have fun. All right, guys, we're going to get into, that's pretty much what I want to get into before we get into the rest of it, Henry. I want to hear about your sighting because you've been on my channel a lot and other channels. I see you, talk to you all the time, and you didn't want to come on until just recently. And this is what I'm curious about, and I think Waylon and Old Bear will find this very interesting. This sighting happened on January 1st.
Second.
Is it the 2nd?
Yep. Sorry. 2nd.
That's okay. That's all right. All right. January 2nd. This happens to be the time that everybody questions, where's Bigfoot? Nobody's finding sign. Nobody's finding footprints. They don't know where in the world they went to. Yet here you are in New Hampshire, and you've got a sighting on January 2nd. You want to tell about it, brother?
Yeah. About excuse me, about 10:30 every night. I take the dog outside. Sometimes it's a little bit later, but it's around 10:30ish. And I hook the dog up. Double hook his collar to his body harness, and we step out. I usually have a big old flashlight with me, and I'll step out, close the door, and I'll shine down my building, and I'll shine out to all the way around to my left arm. Okay, so it's like a 180-degree swing, and I'll shine at the bottom of my lawn. Just is there a bear there or is there a moose there? I got halfway through my swing, the arc of the flashlight, and I see this thing. I see this tan body with a black thing that comes up to about here on the temple area, maybe two, 3 fingers wide, like over the eye thing. And I'm on him for like a good couple seconds here, and it moved its whole body to look at me. And that's when I saw the other side, the black band going across his eyes back to here, about his temple area. I couldn't identify that animal. Now I watched it bounce up, not put its knee on the ground and knee up like us humans have to when we get on the ground. It pushed up and went backwards, and then I lost track of him. Now I get the dog with me. We're out on the porch. He's not growling or anything. So, okay, well, let's go take care of business. So we heard the thing take off, and it's like, okay, he's not going to bother us. So I went down, took care of the dog, and went back inside. And I've been doing some thinking about that. It took most of the night. It's like I couldn't figure it out. I had all my books open and everything, and just couldn't figure it out because it was tan with black mask thing on his eyes. Next day, I think I got like 2 hours of sleep. Next day, I wanted to go to like Walmart or whatever and get a couple things. And I got my truck started up, snow knocked off of it. And I go down to the end of my road and I take a left to go towards town. First corner, I'm looking way down the road, for traffic. And something moved. So I looked up kind of to my right through the passenger, the window, then the passenger window. And I looked up and I see this body, no face, just the back of his head and his back, his arms. It moved its arms, what caught my attention. And the road is glare ice. It's icy bad. And I'm looking at it from the other side of my hood, and he's close. And I went by, and I'm seeing him in the passenger window of my truck. It's up higher than the roof, maybe 7 foot, give or take. Tan, but this one had like from here all the way up across his head and down the other arm. I could see the hair, okay, tan hair, but on the tips, maybe about that much on the tips. Okay, let's see here. It was like white. I had my high beams on, so maybe that had something to do with it, but all the way around his top of his body, 2 inches or so, 1.5 on the ends of the hairs, it was white, like a sparkler white, that bright. Yeah. Can't account for that. Don't know. Just maybe the headlights caused that. I don't know, but that was pretty damn weird. I got stopped. I mean, I hit what I do. I hit the brake. I finally got stopped and fishtailing. I got around, went back, gone. It was like, well, okay, more things to think about. Can't account for it. Don't understand it. Never heard of it. Yeah, Bigfoot have weird hair. I knew about that, but I have never heard of it being white on the end. Okay, just tan with white. Don't know. So I got back home, went online, did some more research and trying to understand, anybody else seeing this stuff or what? And I haven't found anybody that's really seen that. I talked to a lot of folks recently about it and sent them my info, and it's like, they did say that one guy said that the tip looked different than the regular hair. Maybe that's the camouflage that they're using. Maybe that they just adjust to the environment around them type of thing. I'm kind of on that line of thought right now. Yeah, I mean, his body is like my body shape. It's
hold up, Henry. Hang on a second. I want to show this, and guys, this is just a reference for Henry. This is not what he saw, but it is just to kind of give you an idea of what he's talking about. He's talking about the black around the eyes. This does not have it. It's like, so this is just a reference. Okay, so Henry, did you say it was something like this, at least in the body?
Our body, yes. I couldn't sex the animal. I don't know. I did not see any sexual references or anything like that. I was kind of focused on the eyeball, but I did see the whole body. This one here has got a lot of hair around its face. Mm-hmm. And I can't tell you what the mouth looked like because I wasn't looking at the mouth. From here down, I did not see anything. It was like peripheral type viewing. I was focused so hard on the eyes up here, that black mask it was wearing. I didn't focus on anything else. I could see it. I just couldn't focus in on it. So the mouth, I've seen a lot of pictures where the mouth comes way up or way big.
Uh-huh.
It seemed more bigger, on this side, up on the eye side to the top of the head. It seemed more bigger than the mouth.
Okay. Now, we was talking earlier about the body shape itself. This one here is actually a little bit bigger. And I don't know if this is a real Bigfoot, guys. Like I said, we're just trying to use this as a reference for Henry. But you said it was more skinnier. Would you say it was more taller, belly wise? What would you say?
350 maybe, not 350, but in there. It's a little bit bigger body wise. Its arms are a little bit bigger than mine, but not by much.
Mm-hmm.
It's taller than me though.
Okay.
But it has that kind of a body shape, a human type body shape.
Okay. All right, we'll get that down. All right. Now, what I find so strange and odd, and the Sasquatch and Yowie are a kin clan. We don't know, but they gotta be. They gotta be. Picture of man. All right. So, anyways, the eyes. That's what captured your attention the most. You said it was like, and we talked about it. It was almost like it was wearing. Can we say sunglasses?
Well, they do make some sunglasses that go all the way around the same shape.
But you know what I'm saying. I'm kind of giving it. I'm trying to give the people in the chat room and everywhere else a visual of what you were saying. What you were seeing. It was basically a tan creature.
And yep.
It had white tips.
Though I didn't see white when he was on the ground down in front of my house.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that on that one.
Now, why was he on the ground?
I found that it was I dropped some deer corn driving my ATV down one day, and it got packed into this one spot like 47 yards from the house, and it was trying to dig it up. I mean, I've seen raccoons down there working on it. I've seen gray squirrels, crows, birds, blue jays. And he was reaching, he was stretching, trying to get at this spot. The rest of its body was behind some short pines that I have down there, and I leave them there on purpose so the deer have, feel comfortable about being there. But I can see their legs in the bottom of that chest and all that. I can see all that. This one was on its belly. On its belly. I found a knee track down there. Found the foot tracks. It was on its belly trying to hide from my security camera, I believe, because I got one pointed right at it. It don't go all the way down. It only goes 20 yards. But evidently they're seeing the light of it and it's freaking them out a little bit. So it was on its belly trying to hide, with the dirt over it a little bit to where the camera wouldn't catch it. And that's like what I saw. I saw it stretching, trying to dig frozen ground for a couple corn kernels or whatever, whatever fell out of it. It was used, I think it was apple flavor corn, whatever, sweet corn.
Yeah.
So evidently that's, it likes it. Evidently, I got a sweet tooth.
Yeah. All right, Bear. Wait, one of y'all got a question right now?
No, not really, not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, I'm just enthralled with this
Oh, I know.
experience.
I know. That's what I was sitting there too. Now, we have talked before, Henry, about you tracking one of these. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Let me do my thing, Bear. Wait, y'all know what I'm doing. Y'all go right ahead, Henry. Go right ahead and do what you're doing, buddy.
All right. It took me a couple of days to go down there. I wasn't scared of it, but I was very wary of it. I was definitely looking around, so I drove my ATV down to the little hill, my lawn. Went down in there, course, I parked my ATV to where all I had to do was get on it and hit the throttle, and I'm back out. That easy. Rifle on the side of it, pistol on my chest, had the coat over the pistol. So that was hidden. In case they saw me, they wouldn't, gun or smell a gun, whatever. So I go down there and I'm looking at the scratches that it made on the dirt. And it's like, okay, it was scratching there, finger scratches. You could see it dug right in pretty good. And I said, well, I'm looking around for foot tracks and I'm not seeing anything right off. So I walked back over to where it was kind of the rest of its body was at. And I found 2 tracks side by side. And then I found one that stepped forward and the knee, and of course it's stretching on his belly trying to get at whatever he was trying to get at. And okay, I found that, marked it, put my 5-inch name that I got from the military. I put that name on the print. That's 5 inches. It was a 12-inch track, about 3 inches wide, maybe 3.5 if you push it. I lost it where it backed up to. I couldn't find those backup tracks. Couldn't see them. Walked around, went down to the stream, see if it crossed there. No sign down there at all. On my way back up in the stream, I'm looking on the right-hand side of the trail, which I haven't been over there yet. Haven't looked, across the way from where it was laying. And I see 1 foot track, just one. I measured it, it's 10 inches. It's like, that's not the one I was looking for. So I went up another couple of feet more, and there was another 12-inch track right there. So I started following it around. And I saw where it went to. It went down behind my garage and snuck up, wherever it snuck up to. And of course, me and the dog did our thing. But yeah, plenty of 12-inch tracks. And on one, its foot did one of these things. And I could see 2 toes out of the track. Because, it's on snow. It's, they're all kind of joined together like this. But in this one track, you can see 2 toes sticking up. It's like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I don't have any casting material or anything like that because I didn't think they're on my property. I didn't go back to look at the 10-inch track. Didn't think about it. That was pretty stupid, but I didn't think about it. So I saw where it was headed, and it's like, okay, that's where it's going. It's not coming back. It's not whatever. So I go get on my wheeler and warm my damn fingers up because it was freaking cold. Hand warm was on the ATV. So I warmed up and then I got up out of there. But yeah, I was asked later about the 10-inch print. How come you didn't go track that one down? I said, I didn't think of it. I wasn't looking for it. I was looking for the one that I saw move. And that's the one I stayed with. Maybe that's the hunter in me that did that. I don't know. Probably. I wanted that one that I saw. I wanted to see where it went to. So yeah, and then the next morning, it's right on the edge of the pavement, 6 inches to a foot off my mirror. He was close, or she, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just and it was pretty damn quiet moving up from the push-up position to up and backing. Didn't hear him make any noise doing that. But when it went out behind the garage, I heard that noise. It made noise going through there. There's a lot of down trees and stuff, sticks, and I heard it going through there. So it made a little bit of noise trying to get away. And like I said, I couldn't identify it, couldn't do it. That's why I hit my, and I pulled up everything that I know about. Still couldn't figure it out. But I locked onto its eyes for so long, and that's when that medicine woman, she says, well, it imprinted on you. Like, oh no. That's not what to hear. I know what it means. So that's my story.
Now, what about your dog?
I,
Your dog, when you first saw it, you said something about your dog was there and didn't even move. It saw it.
he was waiting for me to give him the go after it command or stay back command. He was locked on it pretty tight. A couple days back, it was like the following week later after that, and we would go out and take care of our business. And he's coming back up the ramp, and he's always looking down in that hole, always. He usually sees deer down there, and he gets excited when he sees deer because he can't chase them, but he likes looking at them. He started hopping on me, hopping all four off the ramp, all four off the ramp. There ain't no deer down there. Haven't been since October. So pretty sure he saw the critter back down in there. And that's why he got excited, because he wasn't able to go chase him the night that we saw it. He asked permission before he goes run things down. I mean, he destroyed his run one night, went down and got with a porcupine. They fought each other for a bit.
Yeah, I wonder who won that one.
So, he's a kind of reserve dog now, waiting for the command to go get it, like I tell him with the turkeys. Go get them off my lawn, or get them off my driveway. They poop everywhere.
Yeah.
So, he goes and scatters them and comes back, job well done. But, yeah, that's, he saw something down there. And he don't start hopping like that unless it's something he's been told not to chase, like deer.
Mm.
So don't let him be, just let him be, and he'll walk on and do his thing. But this thing, he got hopping, man. It's like, I know it's down there. Come on, let's go.
So he's eating out of those. Here's the interesting thing. Me and Henry talked. You said even the deer don't want to hardly. It's a choke point, if I remember you referencing it to that. And you said something about even the deer will come into your yard, but they won't go down there no more. They look down there a lot. Is that what you were saying?
We noticed that at my folks' property too. The does and little ones would come up and lay right by the barn. We call it the barn. It's more like a garage, but it's a barn. Had that couple animals in it way back. And I walked 6 feet from the deer. Dad says, quick, try it. I walked 6 feet from the deer. They didn't budge. They weren't afraid of me one bit. Even the little one wasn't afraid of me, but would not go in the woods. Now the deer here, they're on the other side of the road from me. Once in a while, you can see track going down through, but not on my side of the road. Now I have a broken fishing camp down there I made for the kids, a couple of bunks in there, pretty good size. And that got broke from the stream overflowing this spring. And it's got me wondering, maybe it's hanging out in that building. The roof's still good. So I got my tools together, and I got my game camera, batteries in it. And I'm going to go down and put a camera in that sucker inside, not on the outside, inside, to where the light's going everywhere. That shows the opening. So right now, it kind of looks like a lean-to right now. Pretty well protected. Hell, I don't even know if I can get into it, but I'm going to try. Get that camera in there and bolt it to the timber and let it run out of battery. I'll go put more batteries in it. Just keep them out of there,
Yeah. Is this choke point that you was talking about? Is it right behind your house? Is it at the back of your property or what?
I can see it from my doorway, my front door. Mm-hmm. It's, it's 50, 60 yards across, but it's open enough to where I can see. If anything's walking by the stream, I see it. Even when the leaves are on, I can still see the legs. So it's pretty easy going through there.
Now, have you ever?
Yes, I have taken a lot of deer out of that little pocket.
Yeah. Have you had recent activity before all this?
Back in early September, October, The apples, I had 3 apple trees around the back of my building here, mobile home. And they had a big crop this last year. But I got security cameras all the way around my building. I didn't have big problems. I had deer coming in hard for the apples and going back across the road. They didn't go down to the bottom of my lawn. So they weren't getting pressured at the apple trees, but afterwards they made sure to go away. Then they'd come back in, during the daylight times and go back. Got all kinds of film on them, from the security camera. So it's just they weren't there at the end of October. They were gone.
So you got them on security camera?
Yeah.
Really?
I got deer everywhere on my property from that security camera.
No, I'm not talking about deer.
No, I ain't got him on the. Nope. I ain't got it on the camera. It didn't shoot far enough down in there to get it.
Okay.
I'd have to put a game camera on the tree about 3/4 of the way down to get that spot. Good. And just either get one that has a phone thing on it to where you can maybe view it if something shows up. Maybe one of those might work pretty good in that spot.
Mm-hmm.
But I never saw anything like that on my game cams or security cameras around my building.
Okay.
And it's all the way around. I mean, I got 5 of them. One on the garage, 4 around the building. And that's how I did it. That's how I set it up, mainly for the apple trees, really. And they're afraid of it. Afraid of black too. They get the hell out of there when I hit them with a beam.
Have you ever hit? Yeah, go ahead, Barrett. You was thinking so. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I had a couple of questions for Henry. Henry, whenever you were tracking that one that had a 12-inch print, and you said it went down behind your garage, and you said you knew where it was heading to.
Yes.
What kind of was it heading to woods or was it heading to a marsh?
Thicker pine trees.
Thermopine, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That explains it. For this time of year where you tracked it in the snow and found its prints, that would definitely make it a little bit warmer, and it'd be something they'd hold up in.
Yeah.
You ever thought about going back there and looking in those pines?
Not yet.
Layland's saying no, don't do that.
Not yet. No, I haven't done that yet. No. I don't.
Somebody want to go with me to make a trip to
Just go put
New Hampshire?
Somebody pick me up. Pick me up. I'll go.
dragging my butt.
Now, the other question I had for you, Henry, was when you were describing that one Bigfoot and you said it had a different color, a dark colored hair that went back. Now, did it look like it was the hair itself, or do you think maybe that Bigfoot had put something across its face? Like stained from walnuts or something of that nature.
I thought it was more on its skin.
Okay.
I suppose it could have done that, but they're both equal, about 3 fingers. And you could see the nose. The nose splits the black spots, but they go back to here. It looked pretty uniform. There was no stray fingers or anything like that on there. It was uniform on both sides, but it stopped at the nose. The nose was tan.
The whole you said the whole face was tan, did you not, Henry?
Yeah, I thought it just looked tan. It didn't pop out to me because, like I said, I was focused so hard on the black thing. It's just everything else like peripheral.
You're right.
Stuff didn't stand out. That's kind of why I can't sex the animal, because I was focused on the eyeballs. I didn't know if it had breast or not, or other things. Couldn't tell you.
Right, right. Well, the reason I asked Henry is because on a investigation down in eastern Kentucky, there was a Bigfoot that had was balling a family down there. Just coming to their house, looking in windows. Um, it wasn't really bothering them. It just alarmed them, I should say. But that Bigfoot had done something with walnuts, and it was a light tan Bigfoot, and it had taken walnuts and stained its hands and rubbed it into its hair, and it was pretty uniform on both sides, but it didn't go all the way back,
Yeah.
to the temples. It just kind of like it put war paint on. Was what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, if it wasn't as uniform, maybe. I mean, it may have been. I don't know. It looked like natural to me. But
Okay.
like I said, it was more like an oval shape than just fingers drawn it back. Because
Okay.
kind of,
That explains it better. Thank you.
yeah, the best I could do on that one.
How far away was it from you, Henry?
47 yards.
That's close. That's close. This was at nighttime. You shot a flashlight at it.
10:30 at night. Had a flashlight on it for about 3 seconds, maybe,
Mhm.
to watch it pull itself up, back up, and then I lost track of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Heard it, but I couldn't see it.
Okay. Now, have you had other trouble with other neighbors around there too?
I have spoken to my neighbors. Some of them have game cameras on their property. They got a big 200-piece property, acre. They got game cameras everywhere. They haven't seen anything like that. My new neighbor just below me, one's never seen or heard anything like that. The other one got with me this early fall, and they said they had some noises going on real close to their building. Well, I gave them some suggestions to listen to coyotes online type of thing. Maybe that's what it is, because they got a pretty good run through there too. And Steve said, no, it's not coyotes. And I suggested, well, bear noises, moose noises, deer noises. It's none of those. But it acts up with coyote noises, but it's different. Told them what to do. Don't leave any food out, because they got a dog. Don't leave any food out. When you go out, have a light with your, in your hand, shine around real good. Do they carry firearms? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. Can't remember. But I told them about it, and then it started making sense, about what they told me earlier about the noises they heard. And I said, I did tell them at that time, we do have cryptids in the area. I says, I just interviewed a guy, 3 miles across the mountain back here, and he saw like a 7-foot dog man thing, a black, 7-foot tall wolf head. That kind of noise, and we looked up wolf noises. Not like it. So, and then I told him about what I saw, and everything's clicking now. And their property has a lot of thick pine on it too. Where I saw that one on the pavement, it was clear cut to the left, woods on his straightaway. He was looking at the wood line, and he was headed down into the thick pines on that side. So right now they're in the thick pines. I think that's where they hold up. If they can't use a rundown building, like my rundown, fort here I made for the kids, or some old barn even, I think they're going to be holding in the pines. Just the weather's too weird around here. Very, very cold, snow, blah, blah, blah. But the food, I don't know what they're eating for food, but it ain't deer. They scared them all away, or one or the other.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I was hoping you'd go to the dog man stuff, because that was my next little deal. Even though I don't do a lot of dog man on here, I plan on doing a little coming up this spring and summer.
Mhm.
But I got a question for Bear and Josh. You're still on here, and I think Ohio Bigfoot Researchers is on here. I've got that recording, and I think you know which court recording I'm talking about. Of we're assuming is a dog man. It come from you know who
Mhm.
it come from. I don't know if
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if I should mention his name or not. He might not like that. I don't know, but I've got that recording. I've never asked him if I could play it on the show. Do you think he would care?
Um, I I don't see him having a problem with that.
Okay, well, if I can get Josh to verify that maybe he wouldn't care. If he didn't, I can throw it on here real quick, and but maybe I'll just save it for. I might want to see him before I do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know me, I don't take people's stuff and put it on air unless I have their permission. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. I
But I
understand.
do want,
Yeah.
yeah, we do have recording of that. So coming soon, Dogman stuff. No, you don't. What, Josh? Anyways, well, guys, that's about all I've got right now. Uh, there is a lot more that Bear and Henry was talking about. Guys, play it. He won't care. Bear, what do you think?
He brought it to us to see if we could figure it out for him, and I gave him my opinion on it. I'd heard it before,
Mm-hmm.
and he gave it to you, Grizz, Josh, me, all of us, and told us, use it in whatever way we saw fit. So it's your choice.
Uh,
But he pretty much gave you permission to use it.
okay. Well, I didn't exactly hear that come out of his mouth, so I think I'm gonna hold off on it. You know what I'm saying? We do a dog man
Okay.
show. We'll play it then. Okay. Uh, and
Right.
by that time, I
Right.
probably would have had the opportunity to at least talk to him to make sure of. You know what I'm saying? I just sorry
Hmm.
guys. I maybe I shouldn't have brought it up, but it is an interesting one. It is very interesting. Like I said, I don't know a lot of
Yeah.
dog man on here, and I don't more Bigfoot stuff. But yeah, we are going to get into Dog Man and a few other things later. Probably more so into the summer. We've got a lot coming up here pretty soon. Everybody's getting anxious for spring, and
Mhm.
we got some really things that we're all looking forward to doing. So, anyways, I'll back off of it, guys. I do apologize, but I just got to have this, guys. Yes or no? I just got to, and I can't do it.
Right.
You know, if you send me something and you don't tell me I can use it, I can't use it. You know what I'm saying? And it goes into my personal file, I should say. I'm with you, Victor. I am. Hang on, Victor's already got close to my heart. I need to go outside and smoke.
Got an appointment here real soon.
All right, guys, y'all got any?
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, Henry. Go ahead, Henry. I'm sorry.
I want to thank everybody for listening and trying to help me out here because I haven't heard too many with the mask on their eyes
Me
or
neither.
small body sizes for that matter. I mean, yeah, they get small because they got to start small, but not too many are seen small. So that's why I really wanted to get this out there is because somebody else has got to have seen them.
Hey Thomas, last year in August, y'all didn't know it, but I had stopped and bought a box of Scooby snacks for you guys, just in case y'all run across something. But I forgot to bring them out. Oh, leave me alone, Joanne. All right. Waylon, you got any questions for Mr. Henry?
No, I'll let y'all handle the dog, man. I'm not.
I'm not. I'm not gonna fool with the dog, man. I done put my foot in my mouth tonight, and I shouldn't have done it. But that's okay. It'll come out later. Now let's put it this way: y'all be sure to stay tuned here in about summertime because it's going to come out if the man says I can do it. Okay. Oh, Bear, you got anything for Henry?
Henry, anytime that you run into something you don't understand or you got a problem with, just give me a shout, bud. I'm there for you anytime, day or night. It don't matter. Let me know if you need help.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And, and if they start getting aggressive towards you or start doing things or start throwing stuff at your house or smacking your house, give me a call and I'll go pick up Icebox and we'll be there.
Yep.
I don't
Camera him up.
start.
Camera him up.
And we'll also grab Waylon.
Yeah. If you know where he's coming in at, if you know got a pretty good idea of where he's coming in at, I had a guy tell me this and it works. Put a camera in this corner over here somewhere, put a camera over here
Hmm.
somewhere, put a camera over there somewhere, and one over here somewhere. He's not going to be able to see all four of them at one time. So he steps in that circle or that triangle or however you want to do it. You either gonna get him, and if you don't get him on four cameras, I suggest you run like hell. Period.
This is why I love Waylon.
Yeah. Oh, I've had them close to mine, and I didn't pick them up. I got nothing,
Yeah.
nothing, nothing. So
All right. You got anything else, guys? No?
I'm good. It's been an interesting night to me.
Hey, the more I told him, just talk, tell whatever he wants to, and he's done a great, fantastic job. It's going to be hard to book again, I'll tell you that, because some other people are going to want him to come on the show. So just remember us down at the bottom floor, Henry, when you start going up the top. Okay, bud?
I gave it out once. I'm usually pretty good one time.
Well, Henry, you're welcome back anytime, anytime.
Oh yeah.
And I will second Old Bear. If you've got my phone number, if you want to talk just anytime, you just give me a call. If nothing else, we'll chit chat. And I did see something uh, on another platform that I seen you had joined. Glad to have you over there, and I look forward to seeing you over on that side too. I think you'll really enjoy that. All right, guys, if you ain't got nothing else, we're going to get out of here. Anybody else? Anything else?
Thanks again. I appreciate
Oh, no, we
like and
thank you.
like and subscribe. It's like and subscribe. We need all the people we can get to make the channel bigger. We love all y'all. So hit that like and subscribe button and ring that bell.
So make sure you hit his bell, not mine. Make his bell ring. No, we do. We thank you guys. Yes, and we have had an increase in subscribers. And if there was, and I've seen several different names tonight. I don't know if it's from Henry's side or if it was some of the new subscribers. We want to thank y'all for getting us to where we already are. We're not about that, but we are grateful. We really are, and we enjoy the likes, the comments. We try to get back with everything that we can. We work. We don't make a living at this, so I can't always, but we try. And guys, don't forget. Let me do this right here before we get out of here. Uh, I want you to go and check out Henry's channel, which I will be too. I did not learn of it till right here before we started the show. That's Henry's channel. Henry 35846. He's got some photos and some stuff over there. If you want to go check him out, we'd appreciate it. I know he would too. And if you don't already know, like, subscribe, get over there if you haven't already. Old Bear's Den of Bigfoot. That's your man sitting right down there in the bottom left. Always good to talk to, have fun, watch his shows, watch his videos. All around great guy. You need to go check him out. And of course, let me see if I got anything. Yeah, right here. Y'all go
Me,
aggravate this man. Aggravate
me.
right there is his.
No, don't aggravate me. My new channel is Invisible Man.
Now, seriously, hey guys, and I'm gonna tell you like this: if you got an encounter, you got a story, you want to be on the show just to talk Bigfoot stuff, ask questions, whatever. We love a good conversation on Bigfoot stuff. Dog man, we're gonna get into all of that, but right now our main is Bigfoot. So if you do have something like that, you want to get in touch with us, Coburn Whalen at yahoo.com. Send him an email. Let us know. We will get back in touch with you and see what we can work out, guys. We're all about fun. Henry, have you had a good time?
Yeah, it's helped out quite a bit. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. So you see what we're talking about, guys. We just get on there, have fun, talk. Uh, if you want to just mingle around talking Bigfoot stuff, we don't care. We love it. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Whaley, you got anything else, brother?
Like and subscribe and ring that bell. We love all y'all. Have a good week. Have a
All
safe
right.
week. Keep your eyes open. Somebody's throwing me some balloons. They love me. Let me catch one of them. I'm gonna fly the hell on out of here. I love all y'all. Good night.
Thank you, Whaley. Oh, Barry, you got anything else, brother?
I'm good, bud.
All right. Yep, Sunshine, y'all missed it. Hey, go back and rewatch. You know how it is, guys. We appreciate the likes. Henry, you got anything else, brother?
I think it covers most of it. Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Thank you, Henry. I really do appreciate it. Oh, Bear, I think you enjoyed it just as much as I did. And thanks for coming and asking some
Mhm.
questions and stuff. It's been a great show for me, and I enjoyed it. But anyways, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Wish y'all a good night, good start to your work week. Hopefully, we'll catch y'all in about. I've got an upcoming show, and it involves some skeptics, and this ought to really be fun. But it's going to be from 2 weeks from now. I will take next Sunday off. I think it's the Super Bowl weekend. That's all right. Yeah, so
Mhm.
we'll take that weekend off, and we will see y'all in 2 weeks. Hey, until then, y'all keep your hunting shoes on and be careful out there. Y'all have a good night. Y'all come back and see us.